Well, hello and welcome. I have just purchased another project car. I thought I'd take some time to go into exactly what car I've just purchased, how much I purchased it for, and some of the rationale as to why I picked this car. Now, ever since lockdown, like many people, I've become a bigger consumer of YouTube content, and I've been enjoying the wide diversity of content that's available on the interwebs. Now, I recently have been enjoying Overlanding with Bruce, which is a series based in South Africa and Southern Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, where he goes overlanding. So he takes his family and some friends and they go through various national parks. He starts off, I think, at Kruger National Park, and then he works his way up to Mapungubwe National Park. He also visits Nyanga National Park and Mana Pools. He also manages to make it to Botswana. Absolutely amazing scenery, amazing animals. I tend to feel very calm whenever I see an elephant. I don't know what it is. Whenever I see elephants, I become so calm. I find it so healing. After watching really all his videos, the idea started to present itself to me that I may want to purchase a Land Rover. So I decided really to start doing some research and really decided upon a Range Rover as opposed to a Land Rover Defender or a Land Rover Discovery, simply because it's the most luxurious. Range Rover, which do you buy? Now, I'm going to take you through a very brief history. Is this the most detailed? Probably not, but I'll just go through what I found really doing sort of a couple of nights sort of research. So fundamentally, the Range Rover was obviously released many years ago, late 70s, and has been available really for the last 50 or so years. The main Range Rovers that people are more familiar with will be the L322, which basically was released between 2002 and 2012, and have the L405, which was released from 2012, 2013 to 2023. And the version after that is now available, which I believe is an electric or a hybrid. I decided to go for the L322 because of the price points. Now, looking at the L405, even examples with 200,000 miles, you'll find those going for £30,000. For some unknown reason, they just don't appreciate. It's a fantastic looking car, it's an expensive looking car, and as I've said, even the high mileage examples of the L405 tend to be going for silly money. Now, as it so happens, the L322, especially the one that came out 2010, 2011, 2012, that is pretty much the same as the L405. The major changes are really just the bodywork. If you're going for the diesel, the TDV8, that is pretty much the same as the TDV8, apart from just some minor changes and them really improving some of the emissions. So the L322 from 2010 is a Euro 5 diesel. The L405 from 2016 is the Euro 6 diesel, so Those of you that are living in London or cities where the ULEZ is a consideration, the Euro 6 is probably the one to go for. Now, for me, I decided to go for the L322. It is car delivery day today. We are just about to take delivery of a Range Rover Vogue, a 4.4 TDV8 that I purchased a couple of days ago. Good news is I've just received a digital print of the VC5, so the previous owner has managed to transfer the ownership of the car into my name, so I know that basically the transporter that has been sent to go collect the car isn't going to arrive there and find ether. So yeah, a lot of concerns as I purchased the car sight unseen. Just a few pictures really on the interwebs. So I purchased this car a couple of nights ago sight unseen, and I've just taken delivery. Just having a quick look. Some scratches on that door there. This tyre, it's got, yeah, decent tread. Not a huge amount. You can see there's corrosion really around the wheel there. Again, a few more scratches there. See, this is sort of heated window with these lines in there. The seals look all okay around the doors. We've got some scratches really on that side mirror. We've got a missing door trim there. That's available there. I'm pretty certain we'll be able to source one on eBay. Obviously this has got this can be in chrome. It's lost a little bit of paint there, so that can be repainted. It doesn't have the steps now. The real problem with these is rusting around these arches, and you can already see actually on the inside that there's a little bit of rust there. It is spring, you can see the tree in bloom. And I've just taken delivery of this 2011 Land Rover L322. The car doesn't have any power. I believe it's not been started really since October, November last year. And just look really where the battery is. How on earth do you get it out? Not a lot of room to work at all. So the first thing will be to try and charge that. I don't think there are any charging points. Like a BMW, usually there's some points really where you can charge the car. It's obviously very, very dirty around the engine area. Hello, today we are going to replace the battery on the Range Rover L322. It's quite an expensive battery because it's an AGM battery, which is suited to start-stop. If you try and connect a regular battery to this car, then that will deteriorate far much more quickly because it is not suited really to continuous starting and stopping of the engine. So we're going to need to replace the battery with an AGM battery. Yesterday I connected a battery charger, which is this one here, to the battery to attempt to charge it. Now this charger's obviously got a few lights on it. It's got an orange light that indicates that the battery's charging, and that's usually on continuously for about 6, 7, 8 hours until the battery's fully charged. Once it's charged, then the light goes to green to indicate that the battery is fully charged. Now yesterday the orange LED indicator just kept flickering. It never was on continuously that you'd expect once the battery starts charging properly. It just flickered literally for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then it just went completely dead. So there were no signs of life on the battery charger. So I don't believe that the battery is in a good state. I recommend whenever you purchase a car really to replace the battery, because you don't know the full history, and I don't really want to be chasing battery voltage problems or intermittent faults related to a poorly performing battery. So one of the wisest things you can do really is to just replace the battery. It's a fresh start, so that's what we're looking to do today. I'm just going to nip out now and get a new battery. One of the reasons I need to get a battery fitted ASAP are these pollinating trees that are going to fill this entire street with flowers. So we've managed to remove the battery. That is the state of the area. We're just going to give that a quick hoover. Here's the ECU, and this is the battery. It was installed, as you can see, it's an AGM battery. So we're going to replace this. And here is the replacement. That's the dead battery. It's very important that you get one of these start-stop batteries. So we have power, and the air conditioning's on, and loads of alerts. Let's just see if we can. So it has started. In terms of objectives, really pleased I've been able to move the car from beneath this tree that's in bloom, and I've now managed to park it up in the driveway. So we're just gonna go and get some fuel.